I did pretty much one thing to turn me into a profitable trader. Today I'll share with you exactly that system and how it helped me so much over the years. It's something I started doing back in 2016 or so, and I've been doing it ever since. Works extremely well, and you'll learn how to flip your trading from struggling to profitable in just a few minutes. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so here I'm into Notion. Now I use Notion for this at the moment, and I'll kind of give you an idea of how that works out. But it's very simple overall. You can set this up for yourself, but if you want to have a free template, just go to the description below. You'll find the link. I'm giving you this template for free with some examples of trade you can have a look at too if you want. But the idea here is to classify your trades. Now I know online if you go, there's many people saying you gotta have a journal, keep track of your trades, log your trade on a spreadsheet. That stuff is extremely boring to me. I never wanted to do that. I hate spreadsheet because it just doesn't give me any clarity. But this is a very visual setup. This works really well. I began doing this on Trello many years back. So here's what my old journal looked like on Trello. Now I haven't been there for a long time. And this is a tool that is still fine. A bit kind of trouble to use on a mobile device, but on a browser it works well. They added a bunch of stuff recently. But anyway, back to the point. I classified my trades back then between good winning, good losing, good break even, and bad break even, then bad win, bad loss. You will see here. Now, what this does is, now break-even, you don't really need that column. It's just for me because I had a lot of break-even that time. But good winning, good losing, bad losing, and bad winning. That's kind of all you need there. Now, what this does here is that you are able to look at what trades follow your plan. So the good trades are the ones that follow your plan. Andrew Maneker is the one who taught me this principle. I'll leave an interview link below if you want to check it out with Andrew Maneker. He's an amazing trading psychologist, knows this stuff really well. That's something I learned from him all the way back to 2015 or so. So good trades are the trades that follow your plan. Bad trades are the trades that don't follow your plan. So the trades that you are not able to stick to your rules or you deviate from your plan. Doesn't matter if they're losing or winning, they could still be good trades. You could still be following your plan. You have a loss, that's a good trade. A good losing trade, it goes here, right? Or if you follow your rule but you have a win, of course, good winning. And if you don't follow your rules and you have a win, then it's a bad win. And you say, I don't have any of them because I'm trying to be very careful. That time I got quite a bit better. I have other journals, I have a ton of them here where it's completely different. But you can also make, if you want, a quick checklist, or you can go and add a column for your missed trades. Now, Trello is good, but I just like Notion better for the tools and the power of how you can really tweak it to make it your own. If you go back here, look at a trade on Trello, it's fine, you have an image, but that's kind of all you can do. I sometimes put description. Here you go, couldn't reach R1. Is it a stop loss as planned? All good. And here we go. And another one over here, and I have some comments, but this is, you're very stuck to what Trello has, as opposed to if you go do this into Notion, then you got a lot more flexibility. You're able to go and create your own databases. So for me, I put a time frame tag, I put a setup, so a strategy. This is one here that I'm testing, for example. I put the outcomes, so good winning. These are, of course, the outcome we talked about. I have some observations too, like the trades that I miss or some things I noticed in the market that are a bit different than what I thought. And then I have a screenshot of my trade. You can see screenshots going here too. And I have a comment. So this is really good. I'm able to, in a moment here, go have a look at the trades. Now this is, I believe, a null one that I didn't configure yet. So I might have exported this from Trello at some point. You can see the trade is here. I also sometimes put these trade reviews back in the day where I ask myself what went well, what didn't go well, and how can I improve. If you have a good winning trade, it's kind of hard, but if you have a losing trade, it's a bit easier to note that. So here, for example, we have a bad losing, which I commented on. Nice setup, rules respected. What didn't go well? Target too wide, 1R would have been reached, not 1.5R, so I probably put a 1.5R on this. And I make a note for myself, don't try to extend the target, stick to 1R. Note if held this trade, we have achieved a target. This is really good to know, right? Because sometimes you put trades and they don't achieve target, or you close them early and they end up achieving target anyway. They end up going to your full take profit later on. But if you don't note this down, you don't track this well, then you can kind of lose this over time. So you see how this works out. Very simple kind of layout. And I like how you're able to just kind of scroll through it and see things. And what I would do back in the day too is on a, let's say any normal day when I would go to my chart, I would look at this column here, the good winning trades. I would have a look at these trades. So I would check a few of them. Well, this trade, okay, this is what happened. I'll look at the chart. Here's how my trade was in the market, how it unfolded. This was probably a partial profit than a break even or a loss, but it was pretty good. And I would look at another one. This one over here, I have some comments too on this one. This is a small win. I probably took profit before that because it was a good winning one. And so on. You can see how really you can have a look at your best setups that way. And you're able to figure out, well, this trade is really, really good. And this trade is not so good. And that kind of stuff works really well. Over the years, I've had many of these journals. This is one all the way back in 2017. You can see here, August 2017. And here's where I had, I think, a lot of trades. So quite a bit of losing also, quite a bit of break even. And not so many bad break even, but a lot of missed trades. This is when I was kind of starting to travel and I had these trades that I would completely miss. I would kind of see quickly and I would not take them because I was aware of the chart or I wasn't looking at the 1 hour chart. You can see this is coming all the way back to 2017. And I noted these trades because then I could go back and review and can figure out what my best setups look like and what would happen if I was to take them all. So some people like to use this method where they take 2 screenshots, one before the trade when they enter and one after when they close the trade. And other people are preferring to only have one. I always was okay with one because I don't really care about the outcome. I care about how my execution was and how I followed the rule or not in that case. So here I can see this is a Boltzmann reversal trade all the way back to, my God, this is 2017 somewhere. You can see the setup still works fine. Entry above here, stop loss was here, and boom, target to here. Okay, but I didn't take this trade because I was away from the chart or something. So good to know. If I go now and see these losing trades, here's one where I put an image before and after, I believe. So you got this image, okay, and we got this image of how it unfolded. So price went down, came back up to retest. And my comment was enter the long trade when the pair was arriving at the 0.97 support level. Trade was a little impulsive, but planned when I got back home. Okay, cool. Imagine how useful is that to be able to go back on your journals and kind of see the setups in a more visual way, not in a just data kind of way or just like having a spreadsheet. This stuff is useful, yes, but you can do a lot more stuff with a good visual tool like this, in my opinion. It's also a way to break it down into good winning, good losing, bad winning, and bad losing. Okay, this is very, very important to have this kind of category. So if you want to start this, get my template below. It's going to be a free template for Notion. You can just plug this in and use it right away. Start tracking your trades. The way this works is very simple. You go and when you have this set up, you just go either at the bottom here. You can do a new page, or you can just go click here, new, and then you put in your trade. So the date of the trade. Today I took a trade, let's say. Well, today was Saturday, it doesn't work. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, it also doesn't work either. And so I'm going to go and I took a trade here. Okay, my setup, here are my strategies currently. So you can change your own and make your own here. That's totally fine. You can go here and click the dots and edit it as you want and add new ones if you want to. That's totally fine. To add one, just type here and add a new one. So yeah, so this was a weekly price action setup. Here's the time frame. Time frame might be on the, you can add yours too if you want. Okay, let's say weekly, because it's weekly. The outcome is, and this is at the end of your trade that you put this. So it's a good winning. And here's my screenshot, I can put it here. And that's it. What went well, I can add a few comments there. What didn't go well, how can I improve? Okay, very simple. You see how this doesn't take time. You don't have to go and track your whole trades like at the end of the day or something. You can do this while you trade or just after a trade close. If you are a day trader, you might want to keep more stats. And I recommend you watch this video over here in the corner. This is a video where I talk about how to look at my FX book for your journals. It's automated. You don't have to track any stats. And you can also do this kind of analysis. So I use my FX book on top of this one here. Both work well for especially forex trading. Check it out, it's gonna be linked over here on the screen, and I'll catch you back in that video right there.